Alright, boys, I have just woken up. It's bloody early. I feel like shit, but we're gonna get to work. First, first thing on the list is drop shipping. So I'm gonna load up the checklist and just dive straight into it. Let's get on with it. Boys, I'm using a different phone because that one's doing the time lapse. But I've actually made some crazy progress this morning. So it's only 7:45 and I've actually blasted through the list of tasks. We started off with a huge list. I assigned a bunch of them to myself on Notion. So we've got, like, the list was huge, and now I've moved some of them over into my Kanban, into here. And I've done the brand colors, I've done the domain, I've done the brand name, and I've done the about us. And I was using chat to find some good brand names and also the brand story. And bro, chat is just too good. Like, the names he came up with were actually insane. And then I also, why am I calling him him? He's literally a robot. But anyways, and then the about us section, I like first try it did a very good job, and then I got it to list out some copywriting techniques, and then I said use the copywriting techniques to write out again, and I also gave it like a little story to include in it about Jonathan, and it literally banged out like the most perfect about us section ever. Really, really good. So I've sent both over to Jonathan, and then I had a look at domains using the names that it gave me. Found some really good domains that were available, which is so sick. So actually bangers. And then while I was searching for domains, I was just like putting them into Google in the URL to see if they were taken. One of them actually was taken, and it turns out they're a competitor in our niche exactly. So their website was insanely good. I had a look at that and found another competitor basically that I added to the list. And then after I did that, I went on to Coolers.io. I found some good colors for the brand. Pretty happy with those. Sent those over to Jonathan as well. So now he's got like a huge amount of stuff to look through. I sent the about us section, all the different brand names, all the different domains, and then the colors. So he's got to look for all of those. And the other tasks that I'd given myself were setting up the socials, creating an email, but I can't do those until he's like, because I don't want to just choose a name without consulting him properly. So gonna wait for him to get back to me on that. And then I had a look at the task list that I hadn't assigned to see if there was anything else that I could be doing right now. And of course there is. So I've moved on to looking for our competitors on Facebook. So I'm just typing their brand names like into Facebook Ads Manager, into Meta Ads. I managed to find one competitor, so I'm just having a look at all their different ads, looking at what they've got. Honestly, definitely some good stuff on there. I'm just going to try and make a list of good ads that we can run, looking at what's working for our competitors basically. And then once I finish that, I reckon we go on AliExpress and try and find some good suppliers and then create some sort of catalogue. It's going to be the play for this morning. But guys, I'm locked in. One of you commented like on day, I think it was a few days ago, one of you commented that you were more inspired by day 75 to day 110 me. And I've basically fallen off recently. And I can't lie, you are 100% correct. I've definitely fallen off recently. And it was a combination of overthinking what I was doing massively, and that was because I was watching way too much YouTube, and I don't know why, it just like really got in my head, like made me super anxious about what I was doing. So that was one thing, just overthinking everything. Another thing was I had lost a lot of my drive. I think that was because I was focusing on other things. So we've just had to bring the focus back to the purpose, which is making coin from ecom. And I've also made like some serious changes to my phone so that I don't get drawn in as much, which has definitely helped. And I've just woken up, sprung to life, and got straight on it. So yeah, hopefully you'll be more inspired by day 130 me going forwards, and we just had a little bit of a dry spell. Right, let's continue working. As you just saw, that was 2 hours exactly of flow state deep work. We ate the frog, did the hardest thing, got it done, and then I even managed to get more stuff done. So I finished everything that I was planning on doing, which was like setting up the branding and the name for the
store. And then I went on to research every single competitor, make a list of all of their ad copy and also all of their creatives as well on the Notion, so Johnny can see them too. And now we've got a really good basis for our picture ads because we can see all of our competitors' ads on one page and we can just take inspiration from there and sort of copy them, but obviously make them our own and make them unique to our brand and make sure we get across our unique selling point, which is the charity stuff, right? So it's looking good. I've made way more progress than I was expecting this morning, and I think this all comes down to just not looking at my phone. I think that genuinely was the key. And yeah, so it's looking good, but it's currently 8:44, started work at 6:30, and we are going to upload tomorrow's video and also the day after tomorrow's video, and I'm going to try and get some footage to my editor, but honestly I've got to leave for work at 9, so don't really have time to do that. But yeah, and then I'm going to go to work, stay there for 8 hours, come home, and then probably go to the gym. All right, back from work, and my editor's having some trouble with the Glock video, so I'm trying to download all the footage so we can work on a team project in Premiere. So I've got Windows Stat open right now, and I'm trying to clean out my hard drives because they're just completely full, and there's no space for like the hundreds of gigabytes of footage on there. And after I've done this, I will be going to the gym, and I'm going to try and do an arm workout. Hopefully the head prevails. I've had a look online, like I've looked into the condition, and it's either an exertion headache or just a straight up aneurysm, but I think that's pretty much impossible considering I'm very healthy and young, so it's probably just an exertion headache. I've explained it before, but it's like the back of my head, like the top of my neck / back of my skull. When I was doing bench press the other day, like it was actually almost a week ago now, I like did a set and just felt like an explosion in the back of my head, like super painful. It was like throbbing. I felt like I was going to die, and then it went away after like 10 seconds. Tried to do another set and it just came back straight away, and ever since then haven't really been able to do anything high intensity that raises my blood pressure too much. So I've just been doing cardio, but I'm going to try and do an arm day today. Hopefully it's okay. I had a cold shower earlier and I like properly like blasted myself with cold water, and it started to like sort of throb throughout the day now, which is a new one, but we're going to try. I tried to do some bicep curls at the gym yesterday and it was like okay, so we're going to just see if I can do an arm day. Hopefully I can. And yeah, I looked into this. If it is an exertion headache, there's literally like no cure for it. It just goes away the same way it came. It's just one day it will just stop, hopefully. If it doesn't, then I'm kind of cooked because I'm definitely going to lose a lot of my muscle if I can't actually do any sort of weight training. Oh, of course, I've just been slammed with this, but we're going to push through. Hopefully it will go away on its own. But yeah, I'm just uninstalling all of my video games because I haven't played them in a long time, so I can make room for all this footage. Right, let me get on with this. Hey guys, rest in peace Ark Survival Evolved. You are going. How many gig is that going to be? Uninstall. What's that? 244 gigabytes. Gone. Surely that's enough. Right, so I wrestled with the Google Drive for a little while, and then I've gone to have my dinner, eaten that, and it's time to go gym. It is 6:10. So I'm going to go there, try and hit arms, and I'll let you know how it goes. God damn, guys. Look at that shit. Insane. Gym is done, and thank God the headache actually did not come back. So I got a huge arm pump, and it felt so good to actually get a workout in. I don't really want to do legs tomorrow. I think that's going to be too ambitious, maybe. We'll see though, we'll see. I'll see how I'm feeling. We might try and go gym again tomorrow. Could do like a light leg day and see if that's all right. I think leg day is probably going to hammer the blood pressure to the maximum though. And my new bike is coming tomorrow too, which is sick. But guys, I'm going to sign off the video here, and I'll see you tomorrow. I can't remember what day it is, but yeah, see you then. Peace.